This entire crisis didn't start overnight. It began as a slow escalation between Iran, Israel, and their allies, but within days, it turned into one of the most dangerous global situations in recent history. At the center of everything is the long-standing conflict between Iran and Israel. For years, both sides have been engaged in indirect warfare, cyber attacks, and proxy conflicts across the Middle East. But this time, things were different. The situation escalated when Israel launched direct strikes targeting Iranian-linked positions. These were not small attacks. They were precise, high-impact operations that signaled a major shift from shadow conflict to open confrontation. Iran responded strongly. Instead of staying behind proxies, Iran launched direct retaliatory actions, increasing fears that a full-scale war between the two countries was about to begin. Soon after, the United States got involved. Under leadership from Donald Trump, the U.S. began coordinating efforts to control the situation. Diplomatic pressure increased, and behind the scenes, negotiations were initiated to prevent a global conflict. For a brief moment, it seemed like things might calm down. A ceasefire agreement was proposed between the U.S. and Iran. The goal was simple: stop direct confrontation. And initially, it worked. Tensions slightly eased, and many believed the worst was over. But then everything changed. Just after the ceasefire announcement, Israel launched massive airstrikes on Lebanon, specifically targeting Hezbollah positions. These were not minor operations. Reports suggested heavy bombardment across multiple regions, leading to significant destruction. This move shocked the international community. Why? Because Lebanon was not clearly included in the ceasefire agreement. From Israel's perspective, Hezbollah remained a threat, and operations against them would continue regardless of the deal with Iran. But from Iran's perspective, this was a direct violation. Iran strongly condemned the attacks, stating that the ceasefire had effectively been broken. Officials argued that the United States failed to control Israel, making the agreement meaningless. This created a dangerous situation. On one side, the U.S. maintained that the ceasefire still stood. Meanwhile, Hezbollah began retaliating. Rocket attacks were launched into Israeli territory, reigniting active conflict. Airstrikes and counterattacks resumed, and fears of a multi-front war became real. The situation quickly escalated beyond just two countries. Now it involved Israel, Iran, Lebanon, Hezbollah, and the U.S. Global leaders began reacting. Countries across Europe called for immediate de-escalation. Israel continued its military operations, stating it would act with full force against Hezbollah threats. Iran, on the other hand, hinted at broader consequences, including potential disruption of the Strait of Hormuz. This raised global economic concerns, especially around oil supply and international shipping. At this point, the world was watching closely. Would this turn into a full-scale regional war? Or could diplomacy still hold things together? Right now, the situation remains extremely unstable. The ceasefire exists, but only on paper. Fighting continues in parts of the region. And one wrong move could escalate this into something much bigger. What happens next will not just impact the Middle East, but the entire world. Stay informed, because this story is far from over.